Hey y'all, I'm gonna try not to keep y'all long, but I had to get on here and tell y'all what God told me to tell y'all. And it may sound crazy, but I don't care because I don't mind looking crazy for God. So this is what God told me to tell y'all. He told me to tell y'all this. He said, timber. That's what he said. Did you hear what I said? He said, timber. You still don't get it. I'm gonna say it again, see if you get it. He said, timber. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that means? Listen, while in prayer today, I heard God say, timber. And I said, yes, God, thank you. Because y'all know, when you out in the woods and you hear somebody yelling, timber, that means what's coming down? A tree is falling down. And as God gave me that, he gave me the scripture behind it. Matthew 3 and 10. And it says where? I will hew down with my axe every tree that is not producing fruit. That's what he said. He said he will gather the trees and toss it in the fire, the unquenchable fire, which is his fire. Now listen at this. That means every single faux tree, fake tree. What am I saying? That the enemy comes in while you are asleep, whether you sleepwalking, whether your body is physical sleep, and the enemy comes into the spirit realm and plant and sow tares, like in the Bible it talks about. He comes in and sow tares in your dream. He plants things and he wants to reap a harvest from it, which means he wants to see the harvest of poverty come in your life. He wants to see the harvest of division, of divorce, of sickness come in your life. That's what he wants. He goes in, he sows that thing. But God said this is what Jesus said. Jesus said that anything that God did not plant, God said he will uproot it. And when I heard timber today in prayer, God said he is hewing it down. Every faux tree, every fake tree, that means there's some familiar spirits walking around in your arena pretending that is one thing, but God said he about to cut it down because that thing is fake as fake could be. It ain't the real thing. And it's been masquerading in your life. It's been masquerading in your life to bring forth a harvest that is what contrary to what God has for your life. Because God said he has a plan for you to prosper you and to give you an expected end. But do you see any prosperity? Does it look like you're going to get to expected end? No, why? Because there's some trees over there that are not supposed to be. And those trees have gathered. And you know what those trees have gathered to be? They have gathered to be a wilderness. Now, what did God say? He said this. He said that he will make a pathway in the wilderness. And then he said that. He said, behold, I will do a new thing. And now this thing gonna spring forth. Shall you not know it? He said, where there was a wilderness, he will make a pathway. And where there was a desert, he shall spring forth wet rivers. And that means God said he is hewing down those faux trees, those fake trees, those trees that have been in your life as a restriction, as limitation, as a hindrance, as a roadblock. Every place where the enemy has tried to hinder you, God has said he is hewing down the tree. Can you say it with me? Timber is coming down. It is coming down today. I hope you believe this. This is not Wilsonja's words that are coming to you. These are not my words that I'm speaking to you. These are the words of God. And God said, blessed is she that believeth, for there shall be a performance of those things that God spoke to her. Now, if you believe this thing, you're going to see this thing perform. You're going to see it perform. Y'all excuse my nose itching and feel like it's doing something weird, so y'all excuse that. But listen, stick to the point. God said he's hewing down these trees. He's laying an axe at the root of it, which means what? Ain't going to be no new growth. The only new growth you're going to see is hair. Your hair growing. You're going to say, oh, my hair gets so long. That's because God will be giving you increase. But as far as them trees, them faux trees, them fake trees, them trees that was not producing anything in your life, but the only thing it was trying to produce was hate, jealousy, insecurity, sickness, right? Poverty, right? Division in your marriage, division in your family, all this other stuff, rebellious, stubbornness, all this stuff. That's what the enemy was trying to produce in your life with these trees. But God said, no more. He is hewing it down. Timber, 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 timber. I don't think I have to keep talking. I think y'all get this thing. I think y'all got this thing. And I think y'all like this thing. Because that means God is saying deliverance. Deliverance at your house. He's about to heal your land, which means what? He's about to uproot anything that has not been a help to you in your life. Because some of y'all have surrounded yourselves with faux trees. You got familiar spirits all around you. You got people around you that are not supposed to be. And God said he's about to hew them down. He's about to remove them. Not just in your life, that's in the life of your husband, that's in the life of your children, that's in the life of your wife. Any tree that's not supposed to be, that is not bringing forth fruit, and not just any fruit, that's not bringing forth the fruit that God said that he had called us to what? To have in our life. Isn't that what God said? God said we didn't choose him, but he chose us. He chose us to bring forth fruit and that our fruit shall remain. God said it's a specific fruit that he sees in us. And if that fruit ain't being produced, then the tree got to come down. That's what God said. You got to be like the branch in the vine. Who's the vine? God's the vine. God says, so for the branch that is in the vine, it shall bring forth fruit, and God will prune it, and it will bring forth even more fruit, which means, well, you should be seeing increase. But God said that branch that is not in the vine, it should not bring forth fruit. And God said those branches shall be gathered together and tossed in the what? In the fire. That's why God said we're nothing without him. So anything that's in your life that ain't producing the fruit that God has called you to produce, God said he is hewing it down. He is hewing down those trees at the root. You ain't got to worry about it regrowing anymore. It ain't going to come back like a weed. God is destroying it with his unquenchable fire. God got you. He said today, timber. Okay? Just like a golfer said, 4. But God said timber. That means this thing coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down. You done prayed about it. You done fasted about it. And some of y'all didn't even know about the restrictions and the limitations and things that was going on in your life, but you knew something was off. So you were saying, God, what is it? What is it? God, help me, help me, help me. God said, I'm sending help. I'm cutting it down with my axe. And his axe is his word. Okay? I hope y'all got this thing. I hope y'all get it. I hope that was good. If you didn't get it though, rewind this thing and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have the massive smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. And remember, it's coming down. It's coming down. Timber. Timber. Just go around your house and start saying it all day. Timber. The tree coming down. All the trees that made up a wilderness in your life, God is hewing it down, okay? Get it, got it good. Talk to y'all soon. Be blessed.